I'm Jamie Kondis, and I'm going to talk about when to go to the ER if your child has stomach flu. The technical term for that is called viral gastroenteritis, which is an illness that kids get which usually consists of fever, vomiting, and diarrhea. So when would you want to go to the emergency room versus staying at home and just treating the symptoms there? So the times we worry are if you see a very high fever, generally if it's an infant over 101.5. If it's an older kid, we start to get worried when it's like 103, 104. Another thing we worry about is if you see any blood at all in the child's vomit or in their diarrhea. That is definitely a time you would want to come in because that could indicate a more serious bacterial illness. The third thing we really worry about is dehydration. And especially in really little kids, they can get dehydrated pretty quickly. Even if you're pushing fluids at home, sometimes that's not enough. So things you want to look for in infants is if they're having less than 2 wet diapers per day. In an older kid, we look for things like, are they not making tears? Is their mouth really dry? And something else you can check is called their capillary refill. And this is when you press on their fingernail. If it doesn't go back to looking like normal after 2 seconds, that is another sign of dehydration. That would be a time where you'd want to give your doctor a call, or again, if it's the middle of the night, come to the ER and get evaluated there. Usually kids have a couple days of vomiting followed by a couple days of diarrhea. If it lasts more than a week, we start to get worried that it's something more serious. The stomach flu, or a viral gastroenteritis, can be very scary. It can be scary watching your child vomit and have diarrhea. So if you're having any doubts at all, definitely give your doctor a call or just bring them into the ER. It's one of the most common things we treat in the ER, and we're more than happy to evaluate your child, whether they're a baby or an older child.